6 years ago that a young officer named J.C. Stanton could have been one of them.
Somehow he survived and shared his remarkable story with our veteran reporter, Mark Becker.
It was just a routine call, which there's never no routine calls.
When Officer J.C. Stanton answered that call at 5 in the morning to this quiet neighborhood street in West Charlotte, he had no way of knowing it could have been his last.
It was just one of those days when the guy came out on the porch. He said, "Officer, I knew you were coming." He said, "I've been waiting on you." He said, "This was my appointed hour to die." He said, "I'm going to take you with me."
It was hot summer. He was sweaty, and he said he'd been waiting on us. So then it kind of got on.
Larry Walker was Stanton's partner that night.
We were fighting with him, and we couldn't really grab onto him. He apparently got Stanton's gun. I'm not sure how he got it. Maybe he pulled it out of his holster, or Stanton's, while we were fighting, it fell out or about lunchtime. And they started shooting.
I was reaching for the gun when he shot me, so he shot me through my arm. I grabbed the end of the barrel, and that's how come he would shoot my finger. The time the shooting was over, I was shot through my leg, I shot through my hip and my stomach, I shot through my right arm, I had the tip of my finger shot off my left hand. I had one bullet that hit my shield, pushed it all the way to my rib cage.
And Stanton was getting in the police car, getting on the radio, because he was shot several times.
Larry was standing over the top of me. He said, "Stanton, how bad are you hit?" I said, "Larry, I'm bleeding to death."
In fact, Stanton had been hit 5 times. The gunman had emptied his revolver and was reaching for the shotgun in his patrol car.
And I said, "Something's got to be done now," and I just kept shooting until I emptied my gun. And he finally succumbed.
He shot the guy. And if it hadn't been for Larry, I would have died. I would have bled to death, or the guy would have finished killing me.
J.C. says you saved his life.
Well, I was just trying to save both our lives is what I was doing. I was kind of scared then.
It's the back end of a .38 bullet.
Stanton has an enlarged picture of the badge and the bullet it stopped. The belt he was wearing slowed down another bullet, and it's on display in the lobby of the police department, along with his Silver Cross, the first one ever awarded by Charlotte police for officers injured in the line of duty. Stanton would work for 28 more years and retire from CMPD in 2002. But he's never forgotten what it means to put that uniform on every day, even after you've stared death in the face and survived.
When I was shot, I was making $8.50 an hour. I had more bullet holes in me than I had dollars in my pocket at the end of the day. I had a lot of people try to talk me out of putting the uniform back on in the Charlotte Police Department after I was shot. And I never thought 1 minute about putting the uniform back on or going back in a police car. Never crossed my mind.
In Charlotte, Mark Becker, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.